So the last curve to be discussed is nothing but power curve. I said you not to confuse between exponential and power curves. So if you observe, what are the two variables here? X and y are the variables, a and b are the constants. If you observe, x is in base place, not in the power or exponent place. So earlier we have discussed a b power x, where x is in exponential form or it is in powers place. So we call this as one of the exponential curve. Here x is in base place, so we call this as power curve. So either it is an exponential curve or a power curve. As I said you that we cannot use the PLI directly. So consider this a is y is equal to ax power b. Now what are the two constants here? A comma b. So you are going to get two normal equations here. Is it a linear or non-linear form? What are the linear forms? Straight line and parabola, where we can apply the PLI directly. Y is equal to a plus bx, y is equal to a plus bx plus cx square. For these first two set of curves, we have applied the principle of least squares directly. We got the corresponding normal equations. For the second set of curves, for exponential and power curve, we cannot apply the PLI directly. We should convert that into linear form in the first step by taking logarithms. For the considered curve, either it is an exponential curve 1 or exponential curve 2 or power curve, take logarithms on both sides, convert them to the nearest linear form called straight line form. Then you write the normal equations by using the method which I said you. Write the normal equations. Solving those two normal equations, you will get the involved constants. May not be these directly. Some other constants like capital A, capital B, as we discussed. By using the interrelationship, you are going to find out these A and B. Again, consider the power curve, take logarithms, convert into straight line, write the normal equations, solve those to obtain the involved constants. Then by using the interrelation, you calculate A comma B. Got it? Now let us take logarithms to convert them into the linear forms. So this is log y is equal to log a plus log x power b, the same one, log a plus log b. This is log a. We can write this as b log x. Okay. Again, let us take this as u. Let us take this as a. Now, what I said in the earlier one, earlier derivations, I said to take to separate x. So if you consider this, y is equal to ax power b, you got log y is equal to log a plus b log, if you take the second exponential curve, log y is equal to log a plus x log b. There you have separated x and you took this as a, this as b. Now can you separate log and x? You cannot separate this as log as a separate term, x as separate one. So you should consider the entire term as new one. Let us say this as some other v. Try to understand. In the previous one we have log a plus x log b. So x itself here is separated from the constants. So we took the constant as the new variable there. Here you cannot separate log x. X is associated with a function called log. You cannot separate log and x. So try to take this transformation log x as a new variable. Then this changes to bv. So I think clearly this represents a straight line. So 2 represent, let it be 1. 2 represents a straight line. So what are the two constants here? A comma b. Means you need to find out a comma b. So here no need to calculate by solving the normal equations. Means you will get one normal equation with respect to a, one with respect to b. By solving those two, you'll get capital A value and small b value. So one of the values directly calculated. Only you need to change capital A. Got it? By taking logarithms, I converted that into linear form by u is equal to a plus bv, where v is nothing but log x. So many of the students will make the mistake like by following the first two exponential, they will take b log as some other variable b and this as x. See, we cannot separate log x, you cannot separate this as one term and this as another one. So you cannot, that is a common mistake done by the students, that generally by following the previous pattern they will take b log as the first variable, x as it is x, but under power curve it changes in this way. So what are the two normal equations you will get? First one, sigma u is equal to an plus b sigma v. So with respect to b, what is the coefficient of b here? V. So you multiply both sides with v first. So uv is equal to av plus bv square. Now you take the logarithms, you take the summation. So this is one normal equation and this is another normal equations. So by solving these two, you will get a, b values. A hat, that always why I am writing this hat is nothing but for the newly, after solving, if you do a numerical problem, you will get a better idea for each of these. After this theory part is done, I am going to take one numerical problem for each problem, so that you will get much clarity about this. So by solving these two, you will get capital A hat and B hat. Actually we need A comma B, so you have already calculated B hat. So what is A is nothing but log A. So what will be A? Will be anti-log of A hat. So here you have calculated B hat, here you have A hat. What will be the fitted curve? Fitted with the best fit, we call that as best fit. In all of the notes you are writing the same. Best fit is nothing but with the substituted values A hat comma B hat. This is fitting of power curve. Fitting of power curve, fitting of the two exponential curves follow the same procedure, that taking the logarithms on both sides, converting them to linear form called straight line, and then writing the normal equations, finding either capital A capital B or capital A small b, then again using the interrelation calculating A comma B. With these values, the y hat is equal to A hat x b hat will be the best fit for the given data. Okay, so in the next video I am going to discuss the problems. Okay, thank you.